Hey boys and girls, welcome to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. With the end of what would be Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but in all actuality, this series being truly right on the coattails of our Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl playthrough, since I did need something to work on while I was waiting for the release of both the games, since, as I said before, this is about around the time that, well, Scarlet and Violet is officially dropping for me, since, obviously, I do some of my videos in preparation for later. So, with that being said, honestly, I thought this would be a pretty cool game to do while we're waiting for, well, Scarlet and Violet for me, but for you guys, obviously, this will be right after Scarlet and Violet. So, honestly, yeah, I think it would be pretty cool. Since, honestly, it's a little bit much different than a lot of the other games that we're normally used to at this point. And, honestly, I think it's, time for us to try a series a bit more wackier than the Paper Mario stories we've been so used to in this point in time. So, without further ado, I believe it's finally time to truly get introduced to the absolute insanity that is the Raving Rabbids. And if I'll be completely honest, I have had some run-ins with the Raving Rabbids in my past, just because of some of the games I used to play in my younger years, and, yeah, the Rabbids are quite insane, and, yeah, I definitely know who these guys are, so I already know we're definitely going to be getting ourselves into quite an insane storyline, no way, shape, or form around that. And because of the fact that Sparks of Hope is coming, or is already out, obviously, it's obviously with the fact that Sparks of Hope is now officially out, and everything with that, honestly, I feel like it would be probably a good game to start, since, honestly, I do know there is story in this game, and honestly, I think it will be pretty fun, since it's kind of like an XCOM game where you have, you know, your team. Obviously, it's not where you're gonna lose your team, obviously, forever, like an XCOM. But it's kind of like that when it comes to gameplay. So, with that being said, honestly, I am looking quite forward to this. I don't know how, the story's gonna go, obviously, because, honestly, I've only played the first area just to kind of get the ropes of kind of how the combat's gonna be and everything. Obviously, you can tell because of the difference of how the loading screen is here, because normally it's just the Princess Peach's castle on the story screen, but apparently it changes after you actually start your first official file. Obviously, as I said, I only did like a little bit, just to kind of get acquainted to everything, but with that being said, honestly, I'll see you guys after the starting intro to the game, and honestly, we'll be jumping right into the pure insanity that is the Raving Rabbids. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys very soon, and, honestly, I hope you guys enjoy the intro to the game. So, see you guys very, very soon.
All right, BeepO. That ought to fix the overheating problem. Can you believe it's been 3 months since Tech Magazine put me... us on the cover?
The Super Merge takes item A and item B and combines them to create item C.
Ugh, if only it were that easy. The article says nothing about dark matter, space-time manipulation, practical applications, nothing. I mean, the Super Merge could solve the energy crisis, BeepO. Watch! Huh? Oh, not again. Oh, sorry, BeepO. Let's take a break and come back at this overheating thing fresh, okay?
Why do I have ears? Well, I hope you're happy. Stop that. Okay, and here we are. We're now officially in our game, and honestly, with both those cutscenes now out of the way, we're now officially inside the game that I like to definitely say is quite a mixed bag of insanity. That's probably the best way to describe the Rabbids. But here we go, the dashing ne'er-do-well, Ziggy. Yeah, definitely a ne'er-do-well when it comes to what Rabbids are, to be completely honest. But honestly, it'd be better if I explain the Rabbids after we're out of the just everything that we're doing currently, and then we can easily start explaining them. Obviously, I won't be able to fully explain them because you can't really explain the Rabbids, but you can definitely give a good synopsis on it for sure. But here we go with good old BeepO here. Since I actually did hear what his normal voice is, I will be continuing with the posh one that we were doing during the intro, since that is actually much more closer to what the voice actually is, because I was watching Kraken play the beginning of the Sparks of Hope game, and that's what I heard, was there was actually a voice to the characters, which is actually kind of cool. But, yeah, apparently he's more of like a posh character, which is kind of interesting. I wouldn't have expected that just because I wouldn't be able to think of a voice for a robot, to be completely honest, but it actually kind of fits him now that I think about it. Just, for robots, usually you think kind of like butlery, and that actually kind of fits it, doesn't it? But that's all I really know about Sparks of Hope. I heard it's pretty cool, though, but we'll definitely be getting, working towards that over the course of the series here, because we still gotta do, obviously, the main game here, Donkey Kong's little area, because there's apparently a Donkey Kong thing, which is pretty cool, and then Sparks of Hope itself. So, we definitely have a lot to do with Mario and Rabbids, for sure. And, obviously, in due time, we'll get to that. But, let's definitely continue our story, since it's only just beginning, isn't it? Those Rabbids, they seem driven to cause chaos and mayhem, more so than usual, even. And it looks like you've been rabbified too there, bud. Unlike our two friends here, they seem to have been corrupted by that rabbit-wearing our super merge headset. Okay, so the little guy with the weird, goggle-like face. Okay. Could it be the super merge headset was corrupted on its way to this world? If so, we're all in terrible danger. Mario, we must find that poor rabbit fused to the headset. He is the key. Save him, and we might just save this world indeed. True. Very true. But here we are. Oh, it looks like we can look at the poor Goombas that have definitely been honey glazed to the floor here, it seems, or glue. I'm not actually sure what that is. I think it's honey because of the color, but it could be glue. A shocking, though admittedly hilarious example of the chaos wrought by the intrusion of our world into this one. Yeah, poor little guy, and yep, definitely B, because I see the B Mario power up there. Definitely poor little Goombas here. Anything behind here? Just curious. Looks like not much. A couple coins, which is definitely useful, but definitely not enough to work with for sure. And it looks like we definitely have quite a little bit of an open world here for what we can see, which is kind of cool. Just because, honestly, you don't really expect it, to be completely honest. But it looks like we're going straight into... Oh, okay. One party getting attacked already. And barely even into the game. Well, what's shooting at us? Because, honestly, we saw the little Ziggy guy. Help me. I can't get clear. Poor BeepO. And the rabbits are just laughing at him. Thank you so much. Rabbits aren't, I don't think you would ever get your normal help from a rabbit. They help people, but, honestly, they're kind of like a chaotic neutral when it comes to how they interact with their environments. Because, here, I'll explain something. The one Rabbid, or two Rabbid, games I've ever played, were the one where they go to the moon, and the party game, which I think is their original game. So, original game is just, they're crazy. The little Rabbids. I believe they come from Rayman, specifically, which has been a very, quiet franchise for quite a bit, but definitely, a big part of Ubisoft's history. But the Rabbids are definitely also part of Ubisoft in a huge way, and have definitely evolved past any kind of, original game that they may have been in for Rayman and just in general for anything else. But the thing is Rabbids are strange creatures. They are very insane. They seem to have greater intelligence, but choose to go more in the kind of crazy routes of doing things. But because of how they are, they like to do things, really, really stupid things. And let's be honest here, one, I believe that little washing machine is a time machine, if I remember correctly. And I believe it has something to do with one of the other games, but I do remember it being a time machine of sorts. And, well, there's also the fact that in the To the Moon game, they want to go to the moon because of, well, they're intrigued by the moon. And, well, they grab all the stuff on Earth and start piling and piling and piling it up until they can reach the moon. Not by going via rockets, but by literally stacking items on top of each other, creating a giant tower all the way into space to try and get to the moon. Yeah, it definitely goes from 0 to 100 with these guys. So, that's the best way I can explain them without, the best way I can possibly do so, because there really is no true way to describe these guys other than kind of explain some of the situations they get themselves into. So, that's the best way I can really explain them. But, honestly, you don't even need the explanation to really understand these guys, but that's the best way I can really do so, to be completely honest. But, honestly, with the Rabbids kind of nailed down for you guys, I believe it's time we officially, now we get into our game. Because I wanted to explain that, just so anybody that is not up to date with them has a little bit of an explanation of what they are. And, well, it definitely seems like we started in the universe where the Rabbids started. Obviously, I believe the Rabbids are supposed to be in the main world, our world. So, now they're officially in Mario's world, as we could see, and merged with it because of the Super Merge headsets. So, honestly, that's definitely where we're starting here for our story. And honestly, it's definitely quite out there. But honestly, it's quite fun. I actually was, I caught myself laughing a couple times with some of the stuff with the intro there, so I'll definitely say I'm already enjoying my time here. But, let's do this. Ooh, what is it now? I've just received a message from FB. Okay, so probably the girl we saw in the beginning. To BeepO. Dearest BeepO, whose bravery, intelligence, and compassion stand as a beacon of hope for us all. If my timing is correct, you are in dire need of help. Please open the attachments to this message. Their receipt is most suspicious, I assure you. Signed, your biggest fan. Oh, maybe not. Okay, then. Then it's not her at all. Okay. Don't know an FB for naming-wise. But I thought it would be her just because it would make a little sense, but it seems like that's not the case. And also, the little Luigi Rabbid's got himself a little yo-yo. But, there we go. Good old Mario and his, little blaster, it looks like. Kinda reminds me of Halo when it comes to his... wow. When the email said attachments, I thought I was talking about cat videos or something. So, are you guys ready to fight back? I think so. Learn the basics. Okay, honestly, I kinda understand XCOM, so I kinda already understand this, but I believe the mechanics are definitely a little bit different than XCOM, obviously. Because it's gonna be more Mario and, more kid-friendly with the nature of the content, obviously. So, maybe a better thing for that, just because XCOM was a little harsh with, when I played it, just because I made a bunch of people that I really liked, and I didn't know I was gonna lose them forever. So, yeah, definitely unfortunate with that game, but obviously, it's Mario, nobody's gonna die in this game, which is good. Or, maybe, I don't know, but definitely not to the point where you're in a battle and then you just lose a character because you get shot down. But it's, definitely an interesting concept just to see XCOM in a Mario setting, just in general. Careful now, my senses detect 2 enemies on the battlefield. One is hiding behind a partial cover, so your chance to hit it is 50%. The other is out in the open, giving you a 100% chance to hit it. Okay, makes sense. You can cycle through targets with left stick. Press A to shoot at the selected target. Okay. Seems easy enough. So obviously we want to shoot the guy that's out in the open, since he's 100% accuracy to hits. We also have different abilities based on what we can see, but it doesn't look like we can move our character. So obviously we just gotta shoot. The Fuchsia Fury. And it looks like we can attack the thing that's actually blocking him, so we can attack the block. But there we go, we got our 50% on one of the two. Just like so. Shoot them down, and you get yourself a win. And we also got perfect. Not sure what perfect does for us. Definitely seems like it's a good thing to get perfects. So it took us one turn for that one. So it's definitely going to have a couple things we need to remember as we go through. Okay. Cowards now they're all full cover. We now have a 0% chance of hitting them from here. We'll only hit their cover. And it looks like their cover is actually made of a different material. So some material we can break if it's the normal block kind of stuff. But if it looks like steel, it looks like steel, I don't think we can break that. So noted for that as well. We'll need to flank them. Move around with the left stick to position yourself for a shot with a 100% chance of hitting. Okay, seems easy enough. And can we do anything else? Yep, we can actually do something. Okay, so we can run into them, which is kind of cool. Okay, so we want to do that for sure, and it looks like it wants us to move specifically here. Okay, so either side here, but we can 100% because we can easily go around the corner there. But running into them and doing what we just did definitely seems like a good idea. Okay, so we can run into you. Can we do anything? Okay, we can do something. Okay, run into you, jump on Mario, it looks like, and then go over here. That seems like a decent start. But we already got one of them down, which is pretty good. But definitely pretty easy to start with, just because it definitely seems like all we really need to do is just use proper management of what our positioning is. Then we can kind of understand what we need to do. I think maybe going here, we should be able to shoot that guy from this area. That should be 100%, I think. Seems like it. Okay, shoot him up. And do 26 damage. And get rid of him. Easy peasy. One turn. And I actually thought we were going to do it to 1 to 4, which is actually pretty lenient. But there we go. We got it in one turn, and it seems like it also healed us. Okay, cool. Don't know if we got anything special, or... yeah, we definitely got something special. Okay, so we get more gold if we do it perfect. Okay. Definitely good to see. Don't know how rare gold is going to be. But if we can get more of it, that definitely will come in handy. Wow, what is going on over there? Okay then. Let's see here. I freaking recognize those blocks from the basement. I hope they're not more structurally sound after the super merge, but I doubt it. So apparently they were living down in the basement. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Based on the fact that they, made something so technologically advanced that they had to live inside a basement, but... oh, hello. What is this? Looks like some kind of hidden item. Leafy World. You found a new item. If only there were somewhere you could check it out. Okay then. Well, it's something called Leafy World, so I don't think we'll definitely need it, since it looks like more of something that's more of just a collectible for art-wise, but I could be wrong. But definitely interesting. Oh, wow, that's, doesn't look good. The Rabbid Peach. Down in the sky, see that? I'd be gone the moment the Rabbids teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like a good thing either. So yeah, that little, goggle rabbit definitely, set in motion something that definitely does not seem very good for anybody involved. The energy we've seen floating upwards after we defeat an enemy, I wonder. All the more reason to catch that Rabbid with this super merge headset. He's the key to stopping this, I'm sure of it. Yeah, Probably. But honestly, I'm not so sure on that one. And it looks like we have some kind of puzzles on the outside of the map. Okay. We got the red coins from Mario 64, which is kind of interesting. But we'll definitely grab all of them. That should be 8. Yep, definitely 8. We got ourselves a golden variant of these little blocks. So let's see what's inside box number 1. Ooh, hello. That's an interesting looking shape. But Rumblebee, you found a new item. If only there were somewhere you could check it out. Definitely interesting. Let's see here. So start does that. Okay. I was just curious what some of the buttons did. Just because, obviously, I wanted to see what we could do with that, but it doesn't look like we can do anything yet. But definitely interesting. Okay, we can press the yellow button over here to move some pipes over there. So it looks like if we want to get over to that one area back here, we need to get to blue. So let's try and solve the puzzle here, just because I'm curious. Don't know if we'll do every single puzzle we see, but we'll definitely check out quite a bit if we can, just because it seems pretty interesting, just to see the surrounding world, since it's kind of got that, like, unique charm to it, that's of a place that you definitely want to look around and kind of see everything, because you might see, like, some extra dialogue, or you may find, like, something, like, you know, one of these little blocks here that comes with, like, apparently a Mario. Okay, well, I got a Mario, apparently. Don't know how much in depth those items are going to be, but definitely interesting just to see, you know, different things all over the place that we can, you know, do different things with. Definitely pretty cool. Just because it gives you a little bit more to do on the outside world, and just in general. But let's definitely take a look on the left side here, because we also opened this side. Okay, press this down. Okay, now the blue one on the opposite side should be open, because we did have the little block-like thing on the top right over here. So let's go over here, and on through here. Okay, well, what's on this side? Oh, definitely go somewhere to another little thing back here. Hello. Okay, prologue. Okay, so that's definitely music, so we're collecting collectibles for sure then. Okay. Interesting. Not sure what I can do with all of that, but I'll definitely take it, just because, you know, could come in handy. You never know. Definitely quite a bit of stuff, though. Grand opening. And then we also have a green over here. Don't see on how we get over here, though. Just to be completely honest. But definitely probably possible if I look around. But I don't really see a way to get over there, because it looks like green is blocked by, well, green, specifically, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I don't really see any way of getting over there. A little unfortunate, but we'll leave that probably be, just because, oh wait a minute, here we go. This wasn't open before, so I'm guessing this is probably how we get over there, because that place was blocked completely. Yep. Little cannon takes us right to where we want to be. And open that up, and I think we did all the puzzles. Okay, interesting. So, noted on all that, just because we might run into that again. But, okay then. Oh, we got something going on over here. My senses tell me they're practicing for the Mushroom Kingdom Song Cup. Well, Mario Kart? Maybe. But definitely, yeah, the Rabbids are definitely trying to do something. Oh, hey, that guy was in the intro, wasn't he? Greetings, sweet golden perennial of the prairie. We all... Oh, well, that thing's not friendly. Why did you do that?
After strange creature with heads that got here, those guys have been nothing but bad news.
Okay. Well, yes, he is a rabbit, but he didn't do anything to you. I assure you these rabbits are not unlike their colleagues. Debatable. We're not sure yet on that one.
Oh well, if you stop him, I'll happily reward you. He's having his brethren left and right, turns him real nasty.
Aren't you technically a rabbit? I swear in the intro we saw a rabbit get mixed to that thing. Because I swear we saw that thing in the intro. I don't suppose you would come with us to help. I don't think he can move.
Sorry folks, next time this flower took things. on your brain.
Oh, okay. Oh, see you later, flower. Oh, flower bud. Oh, see you later, buddy. Also, I like how there's just giant things all over the place, like a giant soda cup over here. I think that's supposed to be a slushie, like from like 7-Eleven or something. But it looks like anytime we see anything like this over here, where there's kind of like a pirate flag, it definitely leads to a battle. So we should definitely note that. Also, another cannon over here. It's broken for now, though considering how dangerous this is, I have hard time believing the rabbits would fix it. Rabbits do things just because they want to, so they probably might just fix it just cause. But here we go, some more Ziggies. Okay, honestly, I'm not too scared of them, but maybe our little BeepO guy should be, just in case. Oh, dear BeepO. If one is to prevail, one must practice. Please sharpen your movement skills so you can turn the tables on those rascally rabbits. I've just uploaded a few suggestions to help you guide your team in the next battle. Quick, sign your biggest fan. Do wonder who this biggest fan is. But we have an extra health option. Don't know if that's really going to help us settle, but maybe. You can damage a wall on the move by performing a dash. Select the cell of an enemy and press A. Also, you can cover more ground with a team jump. Select A cell with an ally and press A. Which we technically already did both of those, but definitely good to, explain that in case somebody doesn't know about it. How about an epic combo? After you dash an enemy, perform a team jump with an ally. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a good idea, which we technically already did. But yeah, definitely a good thing to try. Okay, who does more damage, though? I'm actually quite curious about that. Actually, what was that called? Dwarf Star. Interesting. Lightning Shark, and then Fuchsia Fury. Okay, everything... Okay, that one does actually less damage. Okay, so... Rabbid, Peach, and Mario do the normal damage. So we want to maybe dash with you, then. Okay, got it. I don't know if any character does more damage while dashing, but definitely worth noting because it might come in handy later. The only thing is can we really do anything here? And also, I'm curious, can Mario do anything special with dashing? I'm curious about that. Just because, Mario's known for hopping on things, so can he hop on things? Doesn't look like it. Well, let's see, or maybe it's because I'm dashing. I just want to test something, just because I could see it being a possibility. And looks like maybe not, but maybe we don't unlock it yet, I don't know. I'm just saying because I don't know for sure. It's worth checking, honestly. But I think over here might be good, because we block ourselves from the one on the left side a little bit, because we're covered. But the guy on our right is definitely going to get a free hit on us. But it looks like maybe we can use this to our advantage. So we can go over here, trying to see what we can do to perfectly help ourselves. But it definitely seems like we want to jump over here. We want to get any kind of advantage on him. So let's definitely blast him. Sadly, not really helpful in our current predicament. Definitely a better situation than we were currently at. And let's see here. I might be able to... Trying to think. I'm going to say maybe we can take a free hit because we might end up taking one anyways. So let's get Rabbid Peach over here so we can at least get rid of one of them right here and now. And also, I'm curious, but their hair kind of reminds me of cheese. I don't know why, because rabbits normally don't have hair. So I'm definitely curious about that one. But yeah, definitely I felt like they were going to hit me anyways. And yep, and it looks like they can dash as well. Okay, so good to know. It's good to know just in case, because you never honestly know. Also, Rabbid Peach can move quite far. Jeez. Okay, then. So, they said to try and do some style points, so, you know what, we'll try it. Just to see what we can do here. It says 0%, but I'm not sure if that's just because of positioning or not. Let's see here. Still 0 back there. But that may not be the case. I'm going to say this should probably hit. I don't think it really matters if we get into cover with our last attack here. Because as long as we hit him, we'll be fine. Okay, so let's see here. We'll use her to get us into position for the last two here, because I don't think it really matters as much. I think as long as we have 100% accuracy on hitting him, we'll be perfectly fine. But it does let you know that you're not going to hit him for sure, which is good to know, because I wasn't sure with our earlier run there for Rabbid Peach there if that jump was going to put us into position, but the game lets you know immediately, so it's good to know that. So, okay, seems easy enough. I also saw a puzzle over here, but I don't know if we have any way of getting to that. Just because, obviously, I don't think we can jump under this. Just because we're technically not really Mario, Rabbid Peach, or Rabbid Luigi, or the little BeepO here. So, I don't think he can go down things, because he's technically a glorified Roomba, in a way, I guess you could say. Just because, you know, that's kind of what I'm getting when it comes to vibes for what he actually is when it comes to, you know, just movement-wise. But let's definitely hit this red thing over here. Okay, and it opens up the cannon. Okay, cool. So we can make our way back to where we were, and then we could go through the cannon to check out the other section there. Okay. Well, anything... Okay, there's another level over here. But I want to check that cannon just because I'm curious just to see what's in there. If I see a puzzle and I know I can complete it, obviously we'll do it. We're not going to do every single one, like I said, but we'll definitely take a look if we do see something. And we got Rabbid Peach. Okay. Based on the naming of those, I'm guessing those are models. Just because that makes a lot of sense to me. Other than that, the music is the only one I can kind of figure out on my own. Just because, obviously, music and models make sense for items that you can get. But yeah, it definitely looks like we cut ourselves quite a lot more Rabbids to work with when it comes to these guys. Or Ziggy, specifically. But we definitely need to be careful, but defeat all of them. Okay. Looks like we got 4. 3 are green and 1's red. I don't know if red means they do anything different. It's time to pull together everything you've learned so far. Attack movement, team jump, and dash. Don't forget about cover. You can also switch heroes anytime using N and R, and between attack and move using Z and ZR to do your best. Okay, seems simple. But the only thing is we can only do movements and shoots. Okay. Well, for the time being, I don't know how much we're going to unlock. And it looks like we can only dash once a turn. Okay. So maybe what we should do... Is there anything on this side of the map? No. Okay, so maybe we should use this cover over here to our advantage. And I technically could have just ran over here, but I want to do a little bit of style points, to be honest. Okay. So let's definitely... Should we dash a little bit before we pick our target? Maybe. I'm thinking that might be smarter. So let's see here. So, maybe get over here, maybe. So dash through you, hit ya. I think Rabbid Luigi does more dash damage, I think. I'm curious about this. Yeah, he does. Okay, so we were doing 20 with the others, but he does 30. Noted. Very much noted. Okay then. So we'll definitely keep that into our accounts, because that's very good to know. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll dash through you, get 1 Rabbid down for free. So dashing is definitely something we'll want to do, because we can easily get rid of 1 of them on our own. Okay, so other than that, I guess we'll use Dwarf Star on you, and didn't hit you, but we did break your block a little bit. Okay, for you, though, it's definitely a percentage-wise when it comes to this one. I guess we'll just blast him and see what happens. Didn't get rid of him, so obviously we're going to need to use both. So let's definitely get rid of him. Okay, so 2 down, and a couple more to go. It looks like 4 specifically, but we can fast forward, so we'll use that to our advantage, since we do have the option to do so. Okay, he can't hit me because 0%. Okay, not bad. Okay, I'm starting to get the ropes of this. So, what we want to do here is definitely do something like this. Do a little bit of damage to you. And maybe even get you to a position like here-ish, because then we can be behind them and use that to our advantage. I don't know if being right next to them is gonna help us at all for when it comes to doing damage. I don't know if being closer to them does more damage or not. It may, but not really sure on that one. Definitely noted just in case if it is. Let's definitely use Mario to get Rabbid Peach on over here, and definitely use the freebie for the attack here. Might as well point blank if we can. Okay, then it definitely seems like we can maybe team jump over you, get Mario right onto the other side, and get a freebie on the last guy here, and blast him into next week. Here you go, buddy. Definitely not an easy time for him, but definitely got him pretty easily. But another perfect. Technically, looks like we're not done with... Oh no, we might be done with that area because we healed. Okay, seems easy enough. So the basics are definitely quite simple. Don't know how hard the game gets. I don't know if it gets hard at all, but for, the game that it's based off of, it definitely, for that game, for specifically when it comes to like XCOM, that game's hard, from what I remember. So, you never know, it could be, get a little bit harder the further and further you get, or maybe even having challenges that might be pretty difficult. So I should be on my toes just in case later in the game. For now, we can kind of chill out and prepare for anything. But definitely seems simple for what I understand with battle mechanics and everything. And I actually quite enjoy it. It's pretty cool.
Mario the creature with the headset. Not awake. But I suppose you did clean up this mess. And being a man to my word, it looks like I owe you a reward.
Well, thanks. Him. All good friend Rabbid Luigi, and Rabbid Peach helped as well.
True. Oh, you're angry.
Oh, hey, we got ourselves a coin. Honestly, kind of deserved for that one, to be honest, because he did spin on them originally. So, you know what, fair enough.
Okay.
And it was only one coin. Oh, hey, another box. But it looks like just the normal boxes we've been running into. But we'll take it. A sunflower. You found a new item. You can check it out somewhere if only there was somewhere you could check it out. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely models, for sure, based on everything. But let's see here, there's an area over here, from the area we just went through. Although I'm not really sure how you would get to that one, actually. But I do see a bunch of coins we should probably grab, just because I think coins are definitely a commodity that we want to definitely make sure we collect a decent amount of. So let's definitely grab those real quick. And then, okay, I don't know how to do that. Okay, I thought I could push it, but apparently we don't have the ability to do so. So it looks like we do definitely have a reason to backtrack. Okay, well, noted. Also, we did have something over here. I didn't think the sunflower was still here.
Just so you know, there won't be you can buy with points. You just gotta find a place to spend them.
Fair. Okay. Well, we'll look around. But we can't really do anything with that in the current moment. But noted, for sure. Okay, so we have one area over here. But it looks like more block boxes that we don't have any way of pushing. So yeah, we can't really do much with that. But definitely noted. Oh, hey, there's some rabbits over here. Although it doesn't look like we can point them out, though. Maybe from the bridge, though. Let's definitely see. It's worth seeing if we can. Doesn't look like from here, though. But maybe. Let's see here. Because it looks like it depends on positioning. There we go. Thought so. Hey you with a stripe of honoured golden who's not a boulder. Don't let your law be divided. Oh hey. There's a familiar face. Good old Toad. Hey buddy. Mario, thank goodness you're here. Yours is the first friendly face I've seen in the Mushroom Kingdom since it turned into this mess. Your timing couldn't be more perfect though. I can't find Toadettes. Oh, cool. Toadettes in this game. That's good to see. All thanks to the changes caused by these old pipes of our rabbit friends brought with them into your world. You guys seem to know what you're doing. Sort of. Could you help me find her, please? Sure, Mr. Toad. Okay, but you're gonna see firsthand how big of a pain these pipes are. True there, buddy. Well, they're not that bad. Mario's a plumber. Maybe, but they look so cool. Ooh, be quiet. Honestly, kind of cool that little Toad's actually following us. So now we technically have a team of 5, technically. But definitely interesting. Huh, okay then. Oh, into the pipes we go. I like how all the pipes are rabbidized. Because normally they would be green, obviously. So they turned in from the green plumber pipes to these little white rabbit ones. Or Rabbid, specifically, but definitely interesting. Okay, so we can either... It looks like maybe go this way first. What's with the blue one, though? Not as sure on that one. But it looks like it might take us somewhere. Let's try it. Where does this take me? Well, definitely seems like it does something. Oh. Okay, so it takes us to a special world. Okay, then. Oh. Okay, it looks like it's definitely very interesting on positioning-wise. Okay, then. So we definitely need to try and grab all these within the time limit to unlock ourselves another golden chest. Okay, but the last one gave us something for Mario, based on the weapon, but what does this one give us? Unlock the turbine for Rabbid Luigi. Oh, but I can't really use it, based on the fact that we didn't have any way of opening up Mario's one. But cool, I'll take it. We have 2 new weapons for both of them. But the thing is can't really use it until, you know, we have a way of doing so. It looks like we just need to go inside the Rabbid pipe again to make our way to the next area. But definitely interesting so far, for what we've seen so far up to this point. Anything we can see from this area? No, but I do see Toadettes. Just in case, just seeing if we can see another rabbit anywhere. We also have a button over here, but it looks like that pipe's not in position, so we might want to press that button to solve ourselves a little puzzle there, and make our way through the pipe, and see where that gets us. And it might actually get us right to Toadette. Oh, well that was easy. Hello Toadette, long time no see. Last time we saw Toadette was in Thousand Year Door, so it's been a little bit. Toadette, I'm so glad you're okay.
I'm fine. All I'm really worried about is Princess Peach.
Mario, can you go back to Great Peach's castle and make sure everything's alright? Certainly not. We need to find Mr. Goggles before. I might actually just name him Mr. Goggles if we don't get a name for him. Another message. Or we'll come up with a different name for him, but for the time being, he'll be Goggles. It's actually not a bad name for him. Congratulations on getting this far. A wise man once said, if I have 3 hours to chop a tree, I will spend 2 of them sharpening my axe. I urge you to now to return to Princess Peach's castle and do just that. Prepare yourselves for the fight to come. Okay then. Thanks, FB. Well, that's all well and good, but how? You may be wondering how in the world time. It took you to read this email. I have updated your operating system. Well, whoever it is, they have the ability to upgrade BeepO. Interesting. It now includes a new GPS warp mechanism. I call it Spawny. The name is a work in progress. Anyhow, simply activate it, and you and your friends will return to Princess Peach's castle immediately. Signed, your biggest fan. Okay, so it takes us right to Princess Peach's castle. Well, that's pretty nifty. Well, that's amazing if it's true. I suppose I should give it a... Well, it definitely works. Okay, then. It definitely teleports. But, okay. Well, cool. Thanks for displaying, Mr. Biggest Fan. Or Mrs. Honestly, I'm still kind of... I still think it might be that girl, but I'm not that sure just based on the interactions, because you'd think he would remember. But it looks like Peach is definitely okay, but the surrounding area is definitely a different question. You also have a rabbit with a plunger on his face. That definitely reminds me of some of the days of when I was definitely littler. I'm not old, but definitely littler for sure. But I think it was a Rabbid Raving Rabbids mini game. where you did something with plungers and the Rabbids. Because it was like a Mario Party in a way, from what I remember, with how the Raving Rabbids games was. But, I think you threw plungers at them to make them stop doing what they were doing, and that you would use that to, well, get points in the minigame. So, that's why it kind of reminds me of, like, just nostalgia reasons.
Mario, thank heavens, you're alright. It's so good to see you. You've probably noticed this, but the Mushroom Kingdom's been torn apart. You have to do something, Mario.
Well, bub, you definitely got me on that one. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be an easy task.
Who are your new friends?
Well, this old Roomba is apparently named BeepO. Allow me, your highness. I am BeepO, an autonomously intelligent scientific research and operational assistant.
I see. And?
Well, we'll call this one Rabbid Luigi. And this is Rabbid Peach. Well, it's like looking into a mirror. Hee. She's taking her cosplay a bit too seriously, I'm afraid. Honestly, it definitely seems like a completely different version of Peach when it comes to attitude-wise. But it definitely reminds me of what a Rabbid would think of when it comes to Peach, though, for sure, based on just your overall outlook on life when it comes to these guys.
Yes, they're friends. Also quite spirited, as you can see.
Yeah, they're definitely spirited, but these ones seem a lot more calmer than the other ones that have been kind of, mixed with things with good old goggles that we've been seeing. Also, where did Rabbid Peach get a phone? I noticed that earlier, but I'm still wondering how and where did she get a phone?
It appears as if the Rabbids we freed from the Megabug's control have ended up here, and no worse for wear either.
Definitely seems that way.
That's right. They keep popping in just like you did.
Okay then. So maybe by attacking them, from what I understand from that, by attacking them and taking them down, they get resent through the portal on top, and, well, obviously reversed. Is kind of what I'm understanding there, but that could be completely wrong at the same time.
Oh yes, they've been quite busy. I suggest you take a look around at what they built, if you have a chance.
Okay, we can definitely take a look. And that situation right over there looks very specific. Because we saw that with the, when we got the golden, boxes. So that's definitely something to do with the weapons we unlocked.
I believe there's something called a Battle HQ.
Which that would make sense why it was that specific area for the little box for the picture for it. So Battle HQ is where those cards are going to be taken to. Okay.
And there's the museum. They love to collect souvenirs from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Honestly, at this point, you never know. Maybe they'll try to go to the moon of the Mushroom Kingdom at this point. Who even knows? With all those museum items. But, Rabbids are Rabbids, and they'll do anything if they set their mind to it. Come, let us see for ourselves what your Rabbid cousins have been up to, okay? Okay, well technically you're a Rabbid too with your ears. But let's definitely take a look. Actually, before we go running off, let's talk to Peach real quick. If we can. I just want to see.
Be sure to visit the Battle HQ and the museum before you go. They're quite nice, actually.
Okay, well, we'll definitely take a look. It looks like she's just... Okay, I was thinking we could maybe skip through the little thing here, because I already know where we need to go. Also, there's their little time machine, washing machine thing. So it looks like that also got sent to Princess Peach's castle as well. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, because I have the... Okay, cool. So we get some free items as well. Pixel Pack unlocked. Cool Vintage Pixelated. The Pixel Pack weapons are now available for use. Okay, cool. So I got my little items that I got with the game, which is pretty cool. But let's see here. So we did get something from Mario. And it looks like we can look at his movement and stuff like that. Short, mid-range weapon that fires one round at a time at a single target. Okay. Interesting. So Mario's offensive talents make him a natural choice to lead the charge in battle. He's a mid to close range fighter with excellent mobility. Okay. Rabbid Peach, a proficient healer and a damage denier. When this defense-oriented prima donna takes the battlefield, she keeps one eye on the enemy and one on Mario. Rabbid Luigi is a defensive specialist who can leverage the unpredictable elemental forces that surround us all to great strategic effects. Huh. Okay then. Interesting. And fires one round to a single target with lots of side effects. Interesting. And then the blaster as well. Basically the same as Mario's. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well obviously we want to have everybody on our team, so let's definitely make sure we have that. Let's see here. Okay, so here's what we unlocked. The Rumblebee. Allergic to evil, want the latest buzz and rabbit technology, feel the sting of the Rumblebee. We get honey damage apparently, honey chance 10%. Let's see what honey does. Chance of a weapon super effect triggering, honey causes combatants to be stuck, preventing them from moving for one turn. Okay, so we can stop them from moving. Okay, and also there's cover damage, so you can damage cover as well. A little better with certain weapons. Okay, and this also does 20% extra damage to the Ziggies. Okay, is there different enemy types? That's one thing I'm wondering about based on that, but I'm not too sure on that one. Okay, well I think so based on what that says. But it doesn't look like her damage goes up, but the honey definitely is extra damage. So we get honey, we get 42 extra damage. Okay then. Interesting. As well as we also have obviously the little pixel pack here. We might as well use it since it looks like it's going to be just an early game weapon. So it gives us plus 5 damage, gives us honey chance for 30%, and extra damage to the Ziggies. Okay, cool. We'll use it. We'll definitely try them out. Just because obviously it's definitely seems like it's going to fall off immediately once we start getting better weapons. So we'll try it out, see what we can do. So we got push damage, so we can push enemies. Okay. We also got double honey, it looks like. Okay. And then it just looks like we can do honey for the two of them, for Mario and Rabbid Peach. Okay, cool. Seems easy enough. And there's also a skill tree, apparently. Okay. Seems interesting. Definitely cool to see, because we can definitely do quite a lot with that. And also back there was World 1. We'll also check out this museum real quick, since we're in the area. So this is all the stuff we picked up. Tarots. Oh, there's tarot cards in this? Huh. Interesting. It looks like there's different kinds. It looks like there's a golden variant, too. Okay, then. And, okay, so yeah, those are definitely 3D models. Okay. Interesting. And then this first one was artwork. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Huh. So we get little artworks for each and every character. Or just in general for different things. Okay, so that was pretty cool. But it looks like, now that we're done with that, it looks like we're definitely back to our main story here. Look over there. Look over where? Oh, the little barrel cannon thing? These clever rabbits have outfitted a cannon so they can launch us back to the ancient gardens. This comes handy as our mysterious helper gave me the power to walk to Princess Peach's castle, and the cannon send us back to the fort. The ability to return to Princess Peach's castle at will has even been added to the pause menu. Okay, cool. Well, that's definitely useful. But that's not where I really wanted to go right away. I just wanted to check out this last area over here, since the time machine thing for the Rabbids is definitely important, since this is a big thing of their story outside of this. And actually, I think it actually says something interesting there. 1986, 2359, March 12th. Isn't that when Rayman was made? Or is that the Rabbids specific when they were made? I also see another date on there, but I can't see it. Not really sure. It looks like 1999 though, which is interesting. And actually, if it is 1999, 2 days after the 20th of September, so 22 it looks like. And if that is the case, that's kind of interesting, because August 20th is my birthday, and 1999 is my birth year. So, that's kind of interesting. Okay then. very, very close to my birthday, but, interesting. Okay, so 1986, 1998. Huh. Okay, then. Not sure where all those dates mean, but that's interesting, though. The Mega Bug damaged the Rabbids combo, Washer, and Time Machine. It was time to take a trip to the French Baroque period. Baroque period. Not really sure on that one, what that is, but Baroque. Doesn't sound like, French Revolution era, so not really sure on that period. But, with that being said, I think we're going to end off today's episode here, just because we did quite a lot of the beginning stages of this game. And I think leaving the basics, or just in general for the starting area of the game, in its own episode is definitely a better way of doing this. Since obviously we get everything for, just in general, for the basic area and idea of what the game is, kind of get ourselves kind of into the swing of things. And then when we get into the next episode, we'll be diving straight in, doing as much as we possibly can. But, before we do end off, I want to finish up everything in here, just to see everything at Princess Peach's castle, just because I'm curious about our surroundings. Fascinating. My senses detect a near-field communication. Let's return later. Okay, so they're building something there. But we also have something over here, a little pipe over here. And it seems like it takes us to... Where is this, actually? Can't move my camera to get a better angle. But it does seem like we're able to find a free item over here. Cool. Also, is that a gummy fish? What is going on down there? That's not a Cheep Cheep. Huh. It does look like a... Huh. It looks like a Swedish fish, actually. Huh. Interesting. So I might be right on the gummy fish. But we also got ourselves a little toadette statue. Cool. But, with that being said, this is definitely where we're more than likely going to end off today's episode. Since, like I said, we got to learn the basics, we have to learn everything to when it comes to combat and just in general for our general story. So, with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see y'all in the next one. And in the next one, we will be truly starting our main story. Since now we know how the combat works. We know how the story is now being told. And honestly, we kind of understand what the Rabbids are. And honestly, I feel like that's quite a decent starting area to go with. So, with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky. And peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.